Brownsville, East New York, somebody got stabbed or shot. Every time.
I lived in East. I grew up in East.
And as soon as they yo, who was the place see I'm out. I'm going home. And then the next day, yo, you know what happened? Carlos got stabbed, or he fighting with his dude, he put in $5 in the pocket, and he stabbed him. Like, I wasn't there, I don't know.
No, you're like Sean Paul though. It wasn't me.
That's a nice see.
Yeah,
I
the
can
Q's
see.
fucking moving up in the
He
world.
got the double over there, and you got the circle over here. Y'all doing it.
Ever since also walked in here, bro.
Things have
Q's a different
changed.
person, though.
Things have changed.
Also brought a fucking energy here that's fucking hood, classy, no fucking nonsense.
Okay,
Yo,
gentlemen.
you
Yeah,
took
did
that?
I really cut that kid here? I don't remember cutting that kid.
I don't think you did actually.
Yeah, I don't even know who the hell he
I
is.
don't
Yo,
think
when
you
you
did.
like your turkey, bro, turkey bitch is hot.
Okay.
Turkey chores?
Today we're gonna get serious about this lesson because I've been wanting you guys to make money so bad, and we can't like get somewhere unless we get past this lesson. So you gentlemen need to pay very close attention, memorize it, take notes. We're going live on Instagram, on YouTube, because we have
I'm good. I just have to-
124 subscribers now. And if anybody wants to pick up on the lesson, they're welcome to pick up on the lesson.
Alright, let me get real quick.
Okay.
Are you live now?
We're live
Are you
right now.
telling people where you're at, your location?
So here's the story, brothers and sisters out in YouTube land. We are in Mohegan Lake, 1996 East Main Street. The team is everybody you see here. Don't think for 1 second, but because Johnny and Jay are apprentices, that they're not already in the team, 100% team members. Also, team member full-time, me
Drew's the
full-time.
owner. He's the owner.
So with all that being said,
Entrepreneur.
we all lean on each other for support, all of us.
Alright, my bad. I ain't even.
No, you're good, you're good.
Block your blessing. I ain't mean to block your blessing.
You're
I didn't
good,
mean
you're
to
good,
do
you're
that.
good. So we gotta get a neck strip on him.
Next strip.
You
You
can
could-
get it done.
You could get the neck strip in there any way that you feel comfortable with it. Here and there.
Get some water. Stretches for it.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. Now go for it. Now go for it. Bang it.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I?
Get it. Quick. You got it. You got it. Bang. That's it.
That's it.
Excellent.
Oh, look at you.
I wanna work with you guys so bad, bro.
We want you here.
Especially Jay, with all due respect though, because him and I are the same age group, so. Somos compis.
Okay.
Yep.
Gentlemen,
Now I'm gonna definitely pay attention to everything so I can do it. I wanna get to the point where I can do it on my own.
and the thing is, there's so many customers who get a 1.5 to skin that you brothers could be one phone call away from making $30, $40 immediately. At the call, or the phone call, hey, can you be down here at 4? I got somebody for you. And it'll be the same haircut, same way to do it on every single person, damn near, with small changes depending sometimes, right? So here's what we're doing, guys. We have a regular master and we have an Andis master that's been modified. Why? In a perfect world, we will be able to use a modified clipper and all the plastic guards would fit on, no problem. When you modify the Andis master, it eats the plastic guards away. So literally, one of the masters is from everything from a 5-0, which is very low, all the way to a little bit longer than a half. And then the other clipper is gonna be from 000 to a 1. So don't let that confuse you. Just know that there's 2 machines. And I don't want it to be intimidating. I just want you guys to be aware of it, okay? So we're gonna start with the modified master. And we're gonna make our initial guideline at a half.
Okay, I have a question though.
Please.
What would be a scenario that you would use different masters? Because I'm thinking I'm only gonna use one master at the beginning. What would be the reason why you have 2 masters?
As the curriculum has changed, as I become more knowledgeable on what's the easy way to do it, there's no better way to do it than like this. The reason is because you can't, like you guys have started with the hardest haircut of all. You could do 90% of Black and Latino haircuts, or even, I shouldn't say that. You could do 90% of urban haircuts, because there's straight hair people in the hood, right? That's an ignorant way of thinking. It's a haircut style. Tight haircuts are urban style haircuts. You guys could do 90% of them with the skin fade.
Excuse me.
And with the other techniques I'm gonna show you guys with scissor over comb and layering, you guys could do 90% of people in the suburban setting. So I'm trying to get you guys set up for both. But this is the hardest one to learn. That's why it's the first one to learn. So if you guys can get over this hurdle, you guys are smooth sailing. That's why it's imperative that we use 2 masters clippers, because we need to fade from skin out. The regular master has a limitation at 000. It doesn't go short enough. That's the reality of it. That's the only downside of it.
That's always been the case? Or
They
is
sell a specialized blade that takes it down the skin, but then again, you're gonna need 2 masters again. So you need to use 2 machines.
so I hope you don't mind me asking, why we even need to go more as far as tighter when you got the box cutter? The box cutter I thought was the ultimate, boom, that's just skin.
Because you need
You know what I'm
every, you need every single layer. The box cutter is just a finale tool. It's at the end. It's like a carnauba waxing Porsche at the end of the wash. You don't use that to cut hair. You just finish up the
Well, they got, I'm sorry, they gotta specify skin fade. Like, I want a skin fade.
Right. If nobody asks for the box shaver, I wouldn't even do it.
No?
No, it's a lot of work. It puts you in a very dangerous position, as you learned last time that you were here. If you're not prepared and you don't set up the haircut correctly, you can't blend the line out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They make a new
I
line.
thought the box cutter was just the end
Oh
of the
no.
haircut.
Let me tell you something.
I'm talking about the end,
I did-
like the end, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but just the end.
What I'm
So
trying
after the haircut's done, you're just doing the end.
What I'm trying to tell you is this, brother. If your haircut is not tight enough, you're in for a rude awakening. Because if you go put a box shaver, you're gonna get a hard line. And the line will be damn near impossible to take out, and it's gonna cause you stress, strife, and it could even piss your customer off.
Which we don't want that.
Yeah, so if a customer doesn't ask for the box shaver, no, don't
And
even
I'm
touch
sure
it.
most people don't even know what that is, so I wouldn't mention it, right?
You better know what you're doing if you pull out the box shaver.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Yeah, because if you come up on the box shaver and you start to come up and you stop, there's gonna definitely be a line there.
Yes.
But that's what it's doing.
Yes.
It's cutting
So-
over to the skin.
So, I mean no harm by bringing this up,
No.
but when you were cutting hair last time, and it was your turn to use the box shaver, you were doing this. When you use the box shaver, it's like this. But you start really low, and then you start to flick out way in advance. Let's say that's the area where I don't want to go up any higher than. I'm already flicking out over here, and then slowly going up to that line. You have to play very cautious with the box shaver. It could make your haircut look like $1 million, or it could ruin you. So that's why it's important that I teach you these lessons right now, so you guys are well aware.
Well, the reason I get it is because it takes a lot longer for your hair to grow back.
Absolutely.
When you have that skin fade, you go for like 3 weeks a month. If you do, 1.5 or 1, it's gonna be heavy and it's
It's
gonna be
back
growing
before
back.
you know it. It's
That's
back
why
before you know
I do it. I said, give me a skin fade, 'cause this way I don't have to come back in a month. By the time it comes back again, it'll be 3 weeks, a month later. So you save a little money as far as, because me with the machine, when I have it in my house, I just buzz myself back and forth. That's all I do. Just go back and forth, get a mirror in the back, and then I go down to whatever it is, 1 or 1.5, and then that's good, that's it.
We can talk about this the whole time, but for sake of time, because I need both of you guys to cut each other's hair, we're gonna get started.
yes.
So what I'm gonna pass you, Jay, is the modified master. Now, it's gonna cut you from, thank you, brother, you read my mind. It's gonna cut you from a 5-0 to a little longer than a half. Okay? And the reason you can tell it's modified is because if you look at the teeth, the top teeth and the bottom teeth almost touch completely. Whereas the other master, there's a gap. The gap means that it's longer. When it's closer, it's shorter. So you can also tell this is Johnny's master, has a beautiful brushed aluminum look. This is just chrome, this one. There's a slight difference in the color, but I'm gonna make sure you pick up the right one. So you could either cut hair here or here, it doesn't matter, your choice.
Good hair.
You good there?
Yeah, like, I don't know, I'm right-handed, so it's better for me to move the chair over towards the
Okay,
dominant
if you
hand.
stand here, just make sure you're not in front of the camera.
All right,
You're
got
good.
you,
You're good.
got you, I'll give you
So you could
that.
be right there then. Perfecto. So what we're gonna do is,
Gonna make our first cut and first
I'm gonna turn
line,
them this way, just so you
bring
see.
it around,
Right
gonna
there.
come about here, come around. Is
Yes.
that a good starting
You're
spot?
gonna go with the half. So that's our, right in the middle, we're gonna do our half guideline. Remember, this is slightly shorter than a half, but for all intents and purposes, it's a half, baby, it's a half. Very good. Perfect. we're actually getting his head in there and you're working, which is great. You get the light. Perfect balance. I'm just trying to maintain the camera here. You're getting more comfortable with establishing the guideline. I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I have to visualize it, and once I
happy to
get that
see
line going, I try to keep that same line. And you don't want it to be wavy if you know going in different angles.
May I grab this for a second?
Yes, sir, of
Put
course
your
you
hand
can.
straight out, brother. I want you to keep it on the head and slide across. Here.
What's that brush? You want
No need to clean it. No need to clean it.
I know, I just like to keep the,
You don't
the
need
hair
to.
off.
You don't need to. If you're comfortable doing it, go for it, but it's not necessary, brother.
But isn't it like when you're brushing it, isn't
You-
it better because it looks clean?
You'll know when you're not at a half, you're open. Yeah, there you go. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. Yeah, that's good. Right in the middle. Very good. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Jay has very good hand movement. He's very impressed. I have very bad hand movement. He has very good hand movement.
Well, once you get to a certain, like, after a while, you get to practicing, then you're gonna be like, I got it.
Yeah,
You guys are
but
so
with you it's like natural. I have a hard time with that hand movement.
The reason why I have a modified master also and a regular master is because I don't want you guys getting comfortable with all sorts of machines. You need to master one machine. There's 100 machines on the market. Also got some of the greatest new stuff out, but that stuff comes later.
Oh yeah.
One machine at a time. And as a matter of fact, if I have my way with you guys, not behind the dumpster, but I'll have you with one machine and one machine only.
Nah, shots were fired that night. Shots were fired.
Actually, no, I wanted
He let go a clip on us.
I ain't gonna lie, I got $20 on me.
Guys, everything. That's why I don't work for. I almost got to a supermarket.
Yeah.
The supermarkets want to pay you minimum wage, but they're making so much money,
Yep.
right? You go there for $100, you can pick up 5 things. Back in the day, my father paid $100 two whole carts.
Two whole
now
carts,
it was
yeah.
like maybe 5, 6 things. So I'm
No,
like,
it's
why are you
crazy.
paying me minimum wage? It means like you're making mad money.
Yeah.
Mad money.
And you're also, I work in ShopRite, and you also bring it back. Back making work. I work in seafood department.
This is the first time I'm ever going to use the charger
Supermarket.
on the back of the
I mean, I work
Ring
in
light.
grocery stores,
JC Penney.
and then Dominicans got involved in like small, like fine fairs and key foods, but it's
Who
one,
are you?
it's one of the worst jobs.
Fucking,
Over here, ShopRite, over here by Walmart, I work there.
U-Haul was a good job.
U-Haul?
Yeah, that was a fun job.
For you, you're big. I
Wow,
wouldn't
we
give a-
saved the live feed by 1%. We're about to lose it.
Oh, I ain't even.
But
I got my guideline going, it's popping.
Alright. Oh, we lost.
Good for you, you deserve it.
Nah, because every year you get them, but this year I don't know why, nobody made them.
I'm
Don't
sure.
come out of that area.
Yeah, they
Right in that
they
corner.
brought so many of them shits over there. I went to discussion.
I have a lot of Puerto Rican girlfriends, and that's the one thing I never fucking.
Never had a
No,
girlfriend that made me one of them shits.
No, they did. I used to have girlfriends with their mother made them, and your grandmother made them.
There you go.
I just never liked
But
them.
I never had a girlfriend that could actually make a
Just like the Dominicans, I'm Dominican, you know, like, I don't like Mofonos, I mean,
Oh, I love some more
So this way? Very good, very good. Very good, very good.
I don't know why, but I got a second guideline right here.
No, that's
See
nothing.
that? You
That's
see that?
nothing, that's nothing. You could take that out with a half guard, probably. Without the half guard, I'm sorry, the half on the lever, I meant to say. I'm thinking like also, he loves to say half guard. I always see him say half guard.
but isn't the half of the level, isn't that a half? Every time.
Well, half guard?
Yeah.
I don't use that lingo, so I don't know really, so I can't say.
A half is a half, yeah.
Right.
Especially, so the end is master, like what he says, is a whole guard size.
Yeah, it's huge.
So a half is a half, pretty much.
Your hand motion
That's what I'm saying.
is of an experienced barber.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What you're starting to do,
Yeah.
I'm trying
you're
to.
starting
Yeah,
to
you got it,
look
bro.
like
I
an
don't have it.
experienced
I
barber.
wanna
He's giving me goosebumps out here.
I'm trying to improve to the point where I can. I
Okay.
mean, I gotta have faith because you guys
I like
are giving
that.
me the
I like
treatment
that.
that I need.
Yep, go ahead.
Dude, you have very good hand movement. I noticed that. I don't have good hand movement.
See how uncomfortable you look there? Never make yourself uncomfortable. Drop the chair, rise the chair, turn the chair. Never get your wrists and yourself uncomfortable. But you're good. This whole section is finished. You did that correctly. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to just polish up this so I can show you some of this and some of that, what to do, okay? So See the hairs are going this way, not straight down. You gotta attack it this way a little bit. But there's your half, right? Remember we were over here and you were noticing all that? That's okay. That means that it wasn't cleaned up with the half that well, or you could go up a little bit higher with it closed. So
You're recording this, right?
this is all on Instagram, on Facebook Live. So you can go up even closed. We're closed, and then see how it's fading out? See, you could take that out at the next step of the fade. We haven't even started the fade yet, but you see how most of the line has come out? It's because of this clipper. This clipper is like magic, bro. If you have the flick, see this? I'm not even changing the lever, and I'm taking the line out.
Mario,
That's the trick of this clipper. Other clippers that are
Hey,
too
Margaret.
slow can't do that. I could do,
So basically, it's the motor that makes you do
the
it?
motor is helping you so much. See that dark spot right there? See the corner?
okay.
So by the time I do this, I'm pretty much almost done blending. I haven't even opened this. I'm almost done blending the 5-0 into the half because of the motion. Now all of the rest of this is a slight line. We're gonna work on that line next. But what I wanted to make visual to you is how much of the fade you can take out by establishing a soft guideline. That's the difference. There's a soft guideline and a hard guideline. So all the barbers that start their haircuts off with the liner and they go like this, that is a hard guideline. That is incredibly difficult to blend out. Also.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. So he does that.
No,
So
but all the YouTube
all the
guys do
YouTube
it,
guys do it except this one. I'm the new kid in the YouTube community. I don't do that.
which is good. You're showing the old school.
So anyway, a half, okay? So at this point, right, there's a very light line between those two levels. Very light, very light, very light, very light, very light, very light, very light. Well, for you to get to this point and finish this step means that the rest of the haircut is easy. And it is. It's a fade, not afraid. Rest in peace to my master barber. He used to say that all the time. If you do this in certain sections and you don't allow yourself to do anything but one section at a time, you will be zero stress, zero anxiety, and in full control of the haircut. You will become in danger if you do too many things at once. I'm gonna set this up for later. I'm gonna go work on this now. The hell with it. I'm gonna shape this. You cannot be all over the place. You must finish each
That's what I was
section.
gonna ask though, because normally you start at the top, so it doesn't matter if you start at the top.
Don't look at the things I do. I've been cutting hair for 20 years.
No, even else did.
Exactly.
Don't do that. I do a lot of wild shit that older barbers, they're like, what the hell is wrong
It's
with
better
you?
to get used to just doing the
Do it the way I
guideline
tell
first.
you. Do the guideline first. Don't, I'm like an old mechanic that does weird
Right,
tricks.
right,
Like,
right,
don't, okay? So, all right. So first step in blending this line out. We're gonna knock it. We're gonna go from the half. We're gonna go slowly, incrementally shorter and shorter.
Here to the half, to the next step up.
That's all the way open at a 1. We want it to be at the half. So start at the half, and then we're gonna go like less than a half a notch. Somewhere in between, like this would be a whole, like this is the middle, this would be a half a notch, right in between the two notches. We're gonna do that. Our goal is not to give it a perfect fade. Our goal is to make it look like a perfect fade. We don't care if it's perfect. We want it to look perfect. There's a difference.
So that's when you told us that to make the perfect people, you're getting a 10, but give them a 7, then we give them a chair.
Yes and no. That's not exactly what I meant. But the point is, if you want to do it perfect, then you need to go and do every single notch, every single point. We're not here for that. We're here to just, when it comes to a fade, it's not a true fade. Like it's not flawless and mint. We just want it to the spectator's eye that it looks nice. That's our goal.
Something because it'll be like,
Yeah.
nice, thank you, boom, pay out.
Right, right.
He's happy. He's got to be happy.
He's
The person in the chair.
He's
Yo,
happy.
good looks, man. I appreciate you, man. You make, you know,
Yeah.
boom, I'm out of here. It's $25. It's $35.
Right. Let me show you how simple it is. So again, and for all my people that might see the live later. So, and whoever checked in on the live, you are our first visitor ever since we went live, and then the phone died. So if you watch this on the rerun, then thank you. So we're gonna go from half. We're gonna go just a half, not even a full notch, just a little bit over. And you're gonna listen. Right there. We're not going no higher than that. See that? That's it.
So we're listening for that
We're
crunch.
listening. You're getting a little crunch sound, and that's it. Now, we're gonna go a little bit more. We're gonna go to that first notch there. But listen, we got a little crunch, we're satisfied. It looks like, notice what I did without even thinking. I angled the clipper this way a little bit, just to cut with the corner. It's called clipper control. Sometimes you can do that. And you can attack a dark spot or a light spot, because remember, the surface is not purely flat. The surface has dents and indents, and it bulges out, it bulges in. Everybody's hit, not just you, brother. So now that we did that, we're gonna go to the first notch. Now, as I go down on this lever, it's important for me to realize not to go higher. The first time you hear something, that's it,
Order both the spare ribs with pork fried rice.
right there. So now we're gonna run it back. We're gonna go back to the half. We're going all the way up to the guideline. All the way up to the guideline. We're gonna go just that little chin right there.
6399.
And we're not getting anything.
Thank you.
This is done, by the way, this part. I'm just going over it again for sake of you guys to see it. I'm gonna close it again. That's as good as you're gonna get, because the reality is this is gap to 5-0. And Johnny's hair, there's multiple patches of different colors. And that's it, that's faded. So we're gonna go around and we're gonna complete this fade, and then we're gonna go in with a liner, and then we're gonna go in with the box shaver. And then we're gonna get everything from the top up, okay? So that half is gonna stay. So I'd like to see you fade me out from here to here right now. And the line is very soft, it's very subtle. Remember, you're at a half right now. That's where we started. We wanna go lower. We wanna go a little ching, not a full notch, just a little quarter notch, yeah. And I just want you, I want you to replicate. It's very subtle what we're doing. We're not doing a lot. But believe it or not, from the 000, from the 50 to the half is where everything in the fade matters. All fades are made from half and down. Half and down is what people are impressed by. They say, wow, look how tight that fade is. Anything longer than that, it's a normal haircut.
I didn't hear much on that.
Fade, keep going down slowly. Because remember that it's a soft line to blend. Most of the work is done. So don't expect to be working here long at all.
No, not at all.
No, it's a quick,
You needed to hear a little bit of that noise.
just a little bit. And if you, by eye, there's really no line here. It's like the softest line you could imagine. So there's not much work to be done here. Very little. Don't make work where there is no work. That's important.
I like that.
If it looks good, it's good. Never try to make yourself crazy. It's a more simple job than you think.
But the problem with me is I'm an overthinker. But that's okay, look, just at the beginning again. But then when I master what I do, I'm gonna be top dog.
See,
I'll tell you right now.
don't do what I did. When I was learning how to cut hair, I was so anal that I would go through every single step just to make sure that it was done. There was no need. If it looks good, it looks good. Why are you gonna go through all that trouble?
But it's your process, though. That was the way you process
Because-
the information.
Because at the time, I was so unsure, and I didn't know that I thought this was the only way that was gonna be accepted. It was fine. You getting out of here, huh?
It'd be good to get
I got my
food.
grandfather. I gotta always get him dinner every night until they come back.
Right, a pleasure. You guys,
So, be safe, man. Watch yourself out there, bro.
Bro,
I hope you're hurting yourselves, brother.
before you go, you better let the people
Word
know
up.
know something before you go.
People will
We'll say something to the
Get,
brothers
get
and
money,
sisters.
fuck bitches.
Oh, it's a G-rated channel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I told you, man. There's not Vito here.
My bad.
It's all good. It's all good.
Happy belated New Year.
It's all good. All right. So there wasn't much.
There wasn't much at all.
Okay. So we're great. Remember, if you set up your 5-0 like I did, and you finesse it, you ain't gonna have a lot of work, bro.
Yeah, it does look good.
You ain't gonna have a lot of work. You have a light, slight line. This ain't gonna be a lot of work either. It's gonna be a joke. But that's why it's important for the initial setup to be done correctly. Let me get the camera in good view. Very good. A little bit right there. Right there. Very subtle, very subtle. No, if you're gonna work, start lower. Yep, and then pull up. As soon as you hear it, you start to pull the game out. There you go. There you go. That's more like it. And if you bring that level all the way up to the top, you created a new guideline. You don't want to do that either. You want to be cautious. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Much better, much better, much better. I see a few long hairs. Nothing serious, nothing serious. I'm gonna go in and clean it up for you. So we
You
can
want
move-
that, you want that bottle of that, the shit I got? Right now.
The what?
You're gonna need it one night.
What the hell is that? Jameson Black.
It's a great bottle, but you're gonna need it one night.
Okay. And they gave me a bottle of
That's a good-
vodka with buffalo grass.
What?
It has
all I
a
have?
leaf of buffalo grass in it. I don't know. They just gave it to my
Well,
boss. Gave it to me.
That's a good bottle to have at the house. You never know who's gonna come over. You know.
I got bottles of wine for shorty. You know, they come through, pop bottles. So be safe, man.
Take care, bro.
Thank you.
You're 100% done with this section completely. Okay. So you're done. So the next order of business, since you got the 5-0 in already, is gonna be the liner. Now you don't gotta go crazy with this liner because you're just setting it up for the box shaver. So this is a wide tooth outliner. So these have a tendency to pull skin. If you go in with it, it has to be flat to the head, and you gotta slide like that. Like this is the TPOB Cycle blade, and I know that there's the Babyliss FX blade. Those blades are exceptional for shape-ups. They're not really meant for this, but at the end of the day, my Demon, my other shape-up machine, fell, and I didn't get a chance to adjust it, so we have to use this for now, just because of the scenario that we're in. So what we're gonna do is put it flat against the head. We're just gonna do that. We're gonna keep it low. We're gonna keep it low. You're gonna use the corner if you want. You can go this way, you can go flat against the head. But we're just gonna do from here to here. All of this doesn't matter. All of this is gonna get box shavered out anyway, so you don't wanna waste your time.
So the biggest thing is just against the head.
Against the head, yep. Don't go no higher, don't go high. Keep it very low, very, very low. Clipper control, small strokes, yeah, like that. Very small, no higher than that. You're at the maximum height already. Go a little lower, Stay down there. Because you have a big movement with your hand. You don't want to go up there. You want it low, very low, very low. Good. Lower is better. Lower is better. Very good. You feel the clipper control now?
Oh, yeah.
Those big swoops were gonna get you in trouble, Jay. I don't want that for you. That's how you ruin your whole fade. Get comfortable. Turn it more towards you. The live is fun, but that you're the priority here. Small swoops. Good. So everything that you've done so far is a skin fade. The box shaver is just icing on the cake. That does not need to be done. This will be the hardest part of all the haircuts. From here, we're gonna breeze through this haircut. After this point, it's gonna be a joke.
So we just did the hard.
All the hard part is done. It's all done. Let me grab that, brother. Remember, we don't have to do any of this because we're gonna hit it with the box shaver. So how I would double check, I will go down there. Flat, flat, flat. See how scared I'm getting? Halfway up.
Yo, I'm getting the lesson right now. I'm gonna call you as soon as I finish, all right? All right, one.
Very good, very good. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Very good, very good. I don't see any hard lines yet, so you're not in any trouble yet. I don't want to find them. And you know what? There are no hard lines. Sir, you have passed. Sir, you have passed. You have passed that part of the lesson. Very good, very good. Now, we're gonna do the box shaver. This is the icing on the cake, all right? So, I don't want you to be afraid of the double. There's nothing to be afraid of. This is all there was, by the way. Those little shavers, like the TPOB Mini Skull and the Uno, that didn't even exist when I started cutting hair. That's all new stuff. That's all fun new stuff.
Has it made it easier cut hair?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I still feel like it's a novelty item. I like it for my personal beard because it's more gentle on the skin. But the reality is, those little one shavers, they're fun, they're cute. It's a novelty. If you have skin like me, it's okay because they're a little bit less like rough on your skin. Yeah. So what I like to do is just take the shaver head off and just brush everything out.
For every customer or just every day?
I do it for every customer, you know, unless of course like it's like two brothers in a row or something like that. I just don't want people's beard cuts on another person's face. I just think it's disrespectful. So I make sure I just clean it a little bit, you know. I don't just do that. Now with this you got
This is the top door.
and this one actually, this one shaves tighter, this one shaves tight. The difference is very subtle, but I want you guys to know that there is a difference. And when you use this, any of these, you have to be careful. You don't want to create a line. These are very tight. And that's why I went in with the outliner.
You see, I just don't compare the difference.
They're very similar, bro. It's just,
Even the screen, they got bigger holes in this one got smaller holes.
right, I believe that that's probably one of the reasons why.
A little wider too.
Yeah,
That was a little
it's
wider.
a little wider. All right, Jay. So for this is important for you to remember. May I?
Yes,
I'm going to show you. You're going to start down, and you're going to go like that. Again, like that. Now for here, this is a difficult spot. That's why I want to actually show you instead of just
Why is
passing
this
you.
different spot?
You have a small area to work with, and we don't want to be anywhere in where the fade is. So we're going to concentrate on just this tube, okay? So, just that tube. This, just that tube.
And you go on the divot here where the ear is.
You go like this, all right? So do that, and then for back here, this is a little less, it's a little less difficult because you don't have to worry so much.
And you don't have to.
I'm sorry.
You want to start here where we were just talking? Show me what you learned there.
Just the top one.
Just
alone.
that tube, just that tube. Yep. You pull the ear down, pull the ear down. Sorry, brothers. Don't go up too high, just a little half inch. That's all you have to play with. Clipper control. Angle. If the hair is that way, you angle it like my pinky that way. No, this way. Like that. There you go. Clipper control, clipper control. We only have a half inch to work with around the ear. If you go any higher than that, the fade could be ruined. And for this part, you turn it upside down like this, and you go like that. All right? So the other way around is unique to just around the ears.
For that one.
For that one section, because you're in a tight area of work. And don't worry about any of these long hairs that don't get picked up. We can clean that at the end. That's not important at all. That's the finale right at the end. So right now we have it layered from a half all the way down to a 5-0 and the box shaver. So take your time going around, put the box shaver in. I would feel comfortable with the box shaver as high as like right here. Yep, that's how you do it. But you can see how tight it is and how dangerous it is to use this if you're not flicking it out correctly. Now, if you do create a line, you can go back in with the liner and you can clean that up from there. But right now, you look good. Okay? All right. So now we're going to go with we're going to hit the top of his head now. Now we're going to start.
It feels smooth. It really does. That box shaver did a great job.
Yeah.
As opposed to the straight razor. You know what I mean?
Right.
That
This
would be the
is
best.
cleaner. This is easier than the straight razor. So it's good. So now he wants a 1.5 on the top. So you could build a 1.5 many ways. You could do it with the metal guard. You could do it with the Andis Master with a 1 guard and then turn the lever. But we're just going to do it the easiest, quickest way. We're going to grab the Supra, yes. And there's a 1.5 on it already. So you could use it just like that. And you could turn it up to maximum speed. So on these Andis Master clippers, they have the capability of going slow or fast, and you can turn it all the way up, bro. Turn that bad boy on, brother Jay, on the side, right there, and then you have the speed. If this is all green, it's fully up. So hit the whole top, 1.5, brother. 1.5. The Andis Master, the Andis Super VR is the new version of the Oster Classic 76. So the Classic 76 was our power clipper when I was learning how to cut hair. It had a cord, it required grease and oil and bushings. You had to maintain
Rubber
it.
bushings?
You had to maintain it, yes.
What was that called? Balancing the bushings?
They would eat up like 2 erasers on the side, and they would slowly eat up, and then you have to change it. So it required maintenance, but it was the fastest clipper you could get your hands on. Now, with technology, you have the lithium-ion battery in this, and it cuts hair comparably. So just run over the whole top as many times as you need to. So while they do that, it's your boy Drew. If you've tuned in this far, I want to say thank you. You with the squad right now. You with the squad. So it's officially after hours, and we with the team, and we just got these new blinds, and things are actually starting to look really nice around here. We'll close that up because it's just us. It's just you brothers and sisters out there and us. So there's a little bit of our decor, our water cooler. This is the Oso Lounge. Oso just bounced. Oso Lounge. Oso Station. Oso Station.
Make sure I get as many of them as I can, you know?
Yep.
Even
This is Jay's station. This is Johnny Almonte station.
make sure that I give it that ultimate, everything gotta be cut evenly.
Just do the best you can. That machine's gonna do a lot of the work for you.
Yep.
Always go against the grain. If you see the hair grows another way. See, what you're doing right now is one of the few times that I don't mind somebody walks wherever they want, does whatever they want, because all you're doing is cutting the hair down to one even length. You can go wherever you want, talk, move around. Doesn't require a lot of concentration for this part. From here, the haircut's gonna be done real fast, guys. This is really, you're in the third quarter right now. This is it. See, now you're going with the grain. You're almost wasting your time. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah, I think I'm good on
You're good. You're good. You're good, man. You're good. Let me get this bad boy set back up. Let me get this bad boy set up. All right. Now we're going to finish things off. This is the final 2 steps. The final 2 steps is this. Let's go over and do a quick recap. 1.5, half, going all the way down from a 5-0 to a box shaver. Beautiful job. So from here to here, what do we have? We have to blend down. So we have a 1A, which is lower than a 1.5, and then we have the 1. So what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna chip away at this. We're gonna go back to the end of the semester. Now, the one that you're gonna use is the non-modified master now. So that's this one. This is my master, actually. And we're gonna use a 1 guard. So your 1 guard is your 00. So if that's a 1.5, that's a 1.5, the 00 Speedo guide with the thing in the middle, we're gonna do it closed. Now if I did this on the modified master, it would eat the guard away. That's why we have 2 masters, so we can use the guard system. So you're gonna create the next order of work is this. We're gonna fade up right here. We're gonna fade up here. All of this. Now you don't have to be so worried because the 1A is so close to the 1.5, you're just prepping the area. Okay? Because remember, it's 1.5, that's what's here. This is 1A, it's a little shorter. But notice this, right? Notice that there's still a line. Right? So that line needs to come out without the guard. Because under the guard is the next gradual level down. Because now we have no protection from a guard. So if this was a half before, in order to take this line out, it's going to happen from here all the way to there.
To have.
That's all we have left. We're in the home stretch. So remember how easy it was to blend the first initial line out?
Yes.
This is even easier because the hairs are longer.
This is the one with the flick.
This is listening, this is flick. So here you go. I want you to recreate what I taught you in the first guideline, but now you got to do it for this line. I'm looking for the chair, not him. I'm not trying to grab him. Okay. You go up a little higher. You're not even hearing anything. You got to hear a satisfying sound of the hair cutting for you to do that. But very good. Good. There you go. There you go. You're only doing from here to here right now because that's the only piece prepped with the 1A. Very good. Very good. I want you to start lower and then flick out. You're flicking out. That was good. That was great. I want you to start flicking out a little bit sooner. There you go. There you go. Very good. Very good. Now you're gonna slowly drop down in increments on your lever, and I want you to not worry so much about science and worry about how it feels, how it looks. I want you to mold the clay. Play around. Sometimes you might need the corner. Sometimes you might this. Sometimes when you see something like that, you got to be excited. You got to say, I know I want to slowly chip away at that part. You're going to know what to look at. So fade just that section. Take your time. Use small movements in the lever, and you're going to be able to polish that off. Because this is it. You can already see it's almost done. It's in your hands how this is going to come out now. There's no one rushing you. You take your time. You listen. You flick away. Very good. Very good. Very good.
I'm listening to you.
If it looks good, you can move to the next piece on the lever. You got to look at the lever. Look at the hair.
But the same section I'm coming across.
Only this. Let's complete this all the way. There's a little bit of work here. There's a little bit of work there. But it's slight. It's subtle. You got control. You got control. Take your time. Listen, look, hear, use all those senses. Now, in a regular setting, you're going to be bullshitting about sports and women and relationships, and they don't know what you're doing. They have no idea what
Yeah, I
you're
know
doing.
you're listening to
They have
it.
no idea how much goes into creating a great blend. They take it for granted that somebody wants to work on their hair and pay such close attention. That's looking great. Keep going. Keep going.
Just waiting the next
Keep
one.
going. Slowly. Yep. Play around with it. Very good. Don't go no higher than that. You got it. Excellent. 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 Now I want you to see something. Everything here looks blended out beautifully. There's a little darkness here that you can target. You could target that by itself, but now see why. This is actually real game right here. These hairs are growing this way. So in order to really get those, you could play with the corner. Let me show you. This is an advanced lesson. I would be okay with you leaving it like that. From
Yep.
here to here, I'm okay with that.
Because we're not ready for the corner.
I'm okay with that, but I'm going to show you corner technique, okay? So I'm going to go open first because I'm not sure. Is this even on? If the live, okay. So with the corner, this is open. So I don't know what's going to take it out. Notice I'm only using the corner. I'm not hearing anything. So I know I got to drop. I know it. So I heard a little bit. I'm going to drop a little bit more. Now I'm hearing some crunch action right there. I'm going to drop a little bit more. I'm actually satisfied right there. But you see how you could target just a small section, just on an angle this way? That's done.
Absolutely.
That's done.
It's gone.
That's done.
No, it's nice.
I'm happy with that. So now you're going to prep it again because remember the 1A is the next level under the 1.5. So to prep it, it's very simple. All you're gonna do is this. All you're gonna do is that. You're gonna prep it the rest of the head that way. Prep that 1A. I apologize for getting in front of the camera like this, guys, but for some reason the phone has dropped to the minimum brightness. There we go. There we go.
Probably power saving.
Yeah, it probably did, but now it's back. We don't want to save any power. We want to burn up. You don't have to be delicate with this. You can go all the way up. It doesn't matter because that lines up perfect with the 1.5. It's just the 1A. Perfect, right? That's just softening the blow. So now we're just gonna double check. This is how I would do it, by the way. Just like that, big strokes. We're just prepping the area, it's not important. Now from here, I want you to do the same magic that you did on the other side so beautifully. Recreate the magic, brother. And then you will be done with a flawless skin
No,
fade.
Jay always kills it.
And then we'll do the walk around with the
You
camera.
starting from, and then going in half.
Brother, you already know, brother. You already know, my brother. You are the magician. They're gonna, I know this Paulie Malignaggi, the magic man, they call him in the ring. You are the new magic man. You have the magic. See, when Oso was training you, he was teaching you an alternative technique, which I personally, I don't dislike the technique. I dislike it for you guys
Yep.
because
Quite
it's
too advanced.
it's too
Yeah,
many.
I thought.
There was a lot of chefs in the kitchen. No disrespect to his style.
No, of course not.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Jay. You're making yourself uncomfortable. You're losing visibility. Turn the chair. The chair is a weapon for you. It's a tool for you.
No, I agree with you.
Always make sure you're in control.
I agree with you, and that's the reason why I was just listening to him, but I know that I'm not going to,
So he's teaching.
I'm not gonna cut like that because he's showing you the new way. I don't want the new
Right.
way. I want the
This
old.
is the-
You have to learn the fundamentals in order for you to improve your game with anything.
All right, I'm going to halfway in now. I split the first, went all the way around. Not hearing it anymore.
Now remember, we did all this together.
That's-
This is all
they
done.
did, that's
You
all
don't gotta
done.
do any of that. Yeah, you're gonna do that. Take your time. Take your time. Chip away. Get comfortable. You could do small sections at a time or the whole piece at once. It's up to you. Whatever, if you want to stack your
What do
plate.
which one do you prefer? What's the style you use?
I
Do you do-
personally do the whole head
Oh,
at one time. Like I'll keep spinning the chair and I'll get it like that.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too. Because so you won't have to stop.
But
Stop.
you do what you're comfortable with, because sometimes it's intimidating to have a large work area. You want to change your mentality and say, okay, this is all I got to work with. This is not intimidating. I can do this.
Grab me a bottle of water,
Yeah.
please. Thank you. Oh, you want a bottle of water?
No, I'm good, bro.
That guy Jay, he brought a case of water and some chocolate chips. Also ate all the cookies, right? Did he eat all the cookies?
Of course
I'm
you
going
do.
to tell you about the cookies.
Because I said to myself, he taught him.
Also,
He was tearing them down.
You were going crazy over there.
And also, it was a good bullshit because he was telling me it's still